Hey everybody, Shay here. Welcome back to another blind reaction to Naruto. We are on season 3, episode 10, I believe. Yep, of from the Netflix perspective, or episode 62. I keep forgetting the number I'm at because I hate keeping track of both of these numbers. It's such a strange thing that Netflix did, but it's a westernized thing. You got to split these things up into those episode blocks, which never really makes sense from a flow perspective. Like the 24 standard episode break, it just doesn't make sense with the series because it is so episodic and serialized. But still follows the patterns, which I explained in the last episode where I think we're at. I still feel like we're in the third act of the second major arc. Still fighting going on between Neji and Naruto, which is already throwing me off because I thought it might have only taken maximum 2 episodes each for these fights, so that I'm still within like the 8 episode to 10 episode range for this arc. I don't feel like that's going to be possible anymore because we're running out of time and there's still too many fights to go on. So unless the next fight really throws everything off and like the tournament just kind of gets canceled, so we never really get the conclusion of this from a tournament perspective, that could be part of the plot. That could be the twist. I'm not sure. But we're going to throw ourselves into this. This is going to be a continuation of the Neji and Naruto fight. So whatever's going on, good lord, this has to be the escalation. Because again, if you just think about the fight like its own story arc, then we would have passed the exposition phase, which is in Act 2. Theoretically, there should be an Act 2B, so there should be like some way that narrative impacts how the pieces come together for Naruto, and then that's what triggers an episode 3, an Act 3 or Phase 4. But at that point, we're like this 4 episodes deep. This was a 4 episode arc, and that feels like, from a pattern perspective, that feels like it would pace correctly ish, unless they kind of like really get us through that Act 2 part right now, and then the ending is just like a smasher. And maybe the patterns start breaking down, but that's kind of exciting for me to kind of see if it plays out that way, or if there's another episode to go. So without further ado, let's get the blinders on. Let's get this go. This very somber expositionary conversation in the middle of an intense fight. Okay, focusing on the leaders. Up front. Okay, I'm going too far right at the beginning. Let's just get through that first part of this episode, or first quarter. Oh, what's the bird? Oh, the bird in the cage. Call back there. Oh, why is the bird looking at him though? That was weird. I mean, that's I guess symbolic, but that was weird. And how is Naruto still moving? I don't know. Just calmly reset.
Killed a long time ago, and I know it wasn't fair.
Acknowledgement.
You're upset about that. I understand, but that's got nothing to do with destiny.
You will never understand.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think there's gonna be there's no way he's dodging this. Yeah, no, he should be done. That's the thing. He should be done.
It's over.
Yeah, I was gonna say, unless Neji is like holding back on purpose, but
you're a failure.
Ooh, what's the title of this episode?
A failure's true power.
The failure keyword, of course, goes back to the Hinata fight. I forget the name of the time, but it was like the failure persists, the failure something, stands tall, stands,
away from me.
Something like that.
I'm not done yet. I don't quit, and I don't go back on my word. That's my ninja,
honor bound,
my ninja
way. Yeah. Wow, that's a callback too. God damn, that's going back like 50 episodes, 40, 50 episodes. Damn, son. Oh, I like that.
My word.
Nice.
Because that too is my ninja.
That's very good. That's very good.
I've heard those words before.
Oh, this destiny crap.
That's very good.
Well, if you really believe it, why are you the one walking away?
Bam. Boom. Boom. Burn.
Naruto.
Burn, baby. I don't know, man. Twins. I don't know, man.
Why we are all given a destiny at birth, and it's pointless to fight.
Yeah, I think that's just his trauma.
The Hyuga bloodline trait flows stronger in you than in any other member of our clan. I should have been born a few moments earlier and made you part of the main household.
Okay.
You don't know what it's like to be branded with a mark that sets you apart.
Passed on
That
resentment.
can never be wiped away.
I don't know if you'd say that to Naruto. Like, Naruto would understand almost better than anyone. Like, Naruto's like an extreme version of even a Neji in some regards, right? Because like he's got no one. Like, he's been branded as well to Cage like a curse, a threat, a massive threat. Maybe Naruto's not. Well, he is clear about that now, because I ranted about that last episode with the whole Fox Spear, like, and them coming to terms, man. I don't know. There's a parallel here. Okay, let's roll. We got this. Okay, let's go. Yes. Yes. See, sometimes it doesn't make sense what I'm saying. But, like, saying it out loud as part of, like, the experience I'm having with Naruto, and all of you, of course, is sharing this. It's like an exercise for me to really dissect and understand what storytelling is trying to do, even if it doesn't make sense. The seeds are being planted. I don't always know what the seeds will grow into, but I can only look back. I can only consider what's come before and try to pace it out based on where these signals would make the best sense. How they happen, that's what the part I never know, and that's the part I'm always excited to discover in good storytelling, and we're getting it right here. I'm so happy about this. I was wrong about it not getting called. Like, that reserve energy is going to be what gets him out of this. But see, that's the acknowledgement that there's more to him, you know? There's something else there.
I know what that's like.
There it is. I mean, no one else does, but he does.
Big deal. Who cares?
Right.
You worthless little...
Man,
Maybe this is how he shows him.
you think you've got troubles? I've got
Damn.
news for you, Neji. You're not the only
Or maybe Neji gets, like, can maybe detect it or see it. Once he calls upon part of it, he can see it in his chakra and go, oh, god damn, he's that, you know?
one around here.
I don't know.
Did you ever think that Hinata might be suffering as much as you are?
Ooh.
It's not her fault.
No,
that
it's
her
more
father
personal,
was
psychological.
born ahead of yours.
That's true.
But you resent her for it. All she wanted was
Nice.
your respect. That's what she was fighting for.
Nice.
Even though it almost killed her. And what was
Very
that
good.
all about?
Is
how
everyone
you
hearing
control
this?
your
Like-
destiny? You don't really believe in it either, do you?
That's that's a bit of a bitch slap right there. Be fair. This is suspect, of course. Oh, getting the secrets. Back to the plot line about learning the secrets, is it?
The color's coming back to her face. He did it.
I don't know, man.
Whoa, these Anbu Black Ops.
Oh, I don't know, man.
They're really good.
She'll be all right.
Oh, there's the little
She
tuft of
just
hair,
needs
the
rest.
white hair, the little hint right there. Huh? I don't know, man. That's suspect though. Reserve, bro. Reserve.
I have blocked all 64
Oh,
of
damn.
your chakra points.
Here we go.
How are you planning to keep fighting
There it
when
is.
you can't use your chakra against me?
There it is. Use someone else's. Use something else's. Oh, damn.
You know everyone's weakness, right?
Damn.
If you think you're the one...
So he's gonna be the failure. Is what the swing here is that's a narrative swing here.
I'm gonna
There
show
it
you
is.
you're wrong about a lot of things,
Oh.
starting right now.
Oh,
Yeah. Easier said than done.
oh, he doesn't know how to call her.
Doesn't feel like I have any chakra at all.
Okay.
I haven't felt so totally
Doesn't matter.
drained since that
He was
time
he
in
trained for
training
this
with
though.
Kirby Sage.
There it is, Furby Sage. Yet, there was a line there about like you have to be completely. There's got to be completely out of you, and that's what allows you to call it. Oh, that is the callback trigger. That's because when he's falling, because he has no way to. Oh man, that's how he called the toad, though. That's how he was able to call the toad. Oh, but that's what unlocked his access to the fox.
Haven't you ever felt the presence of a different chakra?
Okay.
You have two
Oh, and
types
we're gonna
of
get the bar
chakra,
thing.
but you must
I recall.
possess all of one
There it
before you
is.
can assess the other.
Show us the visual again.
The total...
No, okay, that's fine. I don't need you to remind me.
19 foxes
I remember
chakra.
when I least expressed this. He's gonna be able to see them all filling back up. Like what? There it is.
Hey, you
Okay.
stinking fox. If you're there, give me your strength.
There it is. Okay, cool. Well, I didn't expect it to come this early, so I got to
This has
call.
gone on long enough.
I got to call when I'm not quite there. I was a little bit there, but I wasn't. But I wouldn't have called this
I
not like
suggest
this.
you stop the match. If
until maybe I connected the point that they did the pieces. But I mean, I was already like maybe 50 or 70% of the way through, thinking they wouldn't do it.
foolish enough to continue to fight.
But yeah, it's still
I will not
good.
be responsible for what happens to him.
There it is. Okay.
Fine.
Oh damn. Oh damn.
It's pointless, I told you.
Here we go. There's the blood. Oath.
Win.
Breaking back a lot of callbacks
You have
in
no
this fight.
chakra to use.
Well, reserve energy.
Do it.
Ooh, where's he at right now? Actually, he's not in the crowd, is he?
Now would not that make for an exciting match?
Come on.
Why
Oh,
fight
don't
a
do this next episode. Do it now. This is Act 3. Let's go. Let's go. Bring it. Bring it. This is how you just come on. Bring it together, man. Act 3. This transition. Let's
People
go.
called me a failure. I'll prove them wrong.
I hear it. Okay. 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 Now you see it. Come on. See it. Oh yeah. This is a power up right here. Oh damn. Oh, he's healing up. He's got the regen. I think that was a callback to like the first arc too. He heals fast or something.
Where is that chakra coming
Hmm.
from?
I wonder if he gets this, like, Neji gets to see something no one else gets to see, you know? Oh, there's a spiral on his belly. The seal. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Bam. So he's gonna know something most don't know.
What is he?
Oh. Well, what is he up to, man? What if he's like a triple agent? You know, like he's not even the double agent, he's triple. He's a playa out there. I don't know, man. It's messed up. Two demons.
Of the nine-tailed fox.
Okay.
But when did this boy learn how to harness its strength?
Because he would know about it. Do not end the episode. You sons of bitch. Okay, we're still good. I'm not looking at the time code at this point. I feel like this has to maybe bring it closer to this, because this is the climax, right? This is where you go. I don't see him wrecking Neji though. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. Because right now I've only seen like raw physical like output come from this, right? It's almost like a rage. But like, how does he actually use it as? Yeah, I mean, I don't. I think it just like flows through it as a containment or something like that. Oh, she just recharged, or what? Is he gonna like actually transform? Like, this is phase. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had a couple like physical changes that happened when this went down. We're not seeing it now though.
Amazing. This is even more power than I felt before.
He's just like keeping like this like harmonized control of it,
I like it.
right? Instead of going all cray-cray. Almost 360. That was a line. Almost 360 vision. Which has to matter. Doesn't have. I mean, whatevs, bro. Damn, man. Damn, man. Cool. Ooh. What's up? But they're not even gonna show us like how this goes down. No one can see, because Neji will just like come to terms with like he's right. Like, here's his opportunity to actually create changes to just accept destiny is in someone else's hands, you know. This is great. No one gets to see. It's private. This is a private discussion. It's private matter. Huh. I mean, you just gotta call it here at this point, bro. You gotta call it. Gotta call it. I had to look. I didn't want to look at the time code.
Some chakra that kid's got.
But I had to look.
Never seen anything like
In
it.
the last third. What the hell, man? Just gotta make a call somewhere. There we go. One's up. Okay. Next, come on, Naruto. Gotta do some dramatic build-up. That's just the way this works. And collapse. Oh, forfeit? How's this gonna end? Like, it has to end in a reasonable way that keeps him like, oh.
That's the secret of Neji's rotation technique. It not only blocks any attack, but it turns the energy of an opponent's own chakra against him. There's not a Genin alive who can beat Neji. But still, I've gotta hand it to you, Naruto.
Shenanigans?
You came closer than anyone ever has.
Huh, really? We're gonna call
Sorry,
this?
you're a failure. This match is over.
No. Shenanigans? Shenanigans. Always a shenanigan. There's always a shenanigan. There's always a shenanigan. Replacement! With clone, I guess. With clone replacement jutsu. And KO. And he's still at full strength, so sucks to be you, bro. That's crazy. Oh, damn.
I can't move.
Oh, damn. What do you mean? What do you mean you can't move, though? Oh, the hole covered the hole that he crawled through.
Bait
Oh,
was
he
his
dug
first chance
with
to
his
get Neji.
his nails are
Even
busted
when he
because
was
of the
getting
digging.
pounded into the ground, he never stopped planning his next move.
That's nasty,
never
but
lost his faith in his ability
worked.
to win.
But that he's knocked out and can't move, that's not really getting explained, huh?
I should have guessed you'd use that shadow clone jutsu. It's
you
your
should've.
specialty after all.
Sucks to be you.
I was careless.
It'd be cool if you helped him up or something like that. I don't know, like that.
For the record, I failed the graduation exam 3 times. Because there was this one jutsu that was always on the exam.
Oh.
And it tripped me up every time.
Oh, look at that. That's like episode 1, episode 2 flashback. Callback.
My clones were pathetic.
Yeah.
That's right. I flunked the shadow clone jutsu every time.
Oh, bird in a cage flying free.
So don't come whining to me with this destiny stuff. Stop trying to tell me you can't change what you are.
Damn. Look at that shot. Even by defeating, like, Naruto's still gonna give some lessons here.
You can do it too.
You know,
Because
of-
after all, unlike me,
Yeah.
you're not a failure.
Damn. And he's always got a way of saying it too, you know? Like he's an inspirer. He's a leader. He doesn't know it yet. But like that's...
The winner is
That's where it's at. He got it. Maybe the bird thing that Neji sees, like he takes that as a sign. So that's a wrap. 3-episode fight there. Now, are they all going to be 3 episodes? I don't know. We're about to find out. But being split into 3s like it was, it really gave us like the patterns like to a T, right? If you ever want to like really think about where I'm going, like from a silent perspective, I mean, I'm vocalizing it a lot, right? But when I'm thinking about the patterns, you have a perfect sample right now in these 3 episodes of how an Act 1 and Act 2 and Act 3 works, right? And Act 2 is so overt because of how much exposition dropped, even though it did mess with the pacing, because maybe they had to get all of that information out in order to give the context for that Act 3 turnaround and like execution, and maybe that was just it was a little bit clunky. Like they could have done it better, but they might be running out of time because this is in the Act 3 of the bigger arc, and so they know that they don't have the kind of runway to be able to give more exposition in an Act 3 of the major arc. And so they had to make a call, and they did what they did. Maybe the manga treats this differently. Maybe it's even more disruptive, but because it's a manga, like it's more excused because the pacing is just different when it comes to serialized manga, comics, like stuff like that, right? Where you kind of come back to it and you're kind of reading bits and pieces, but the way you read it makes this pacing makes more sense, right? Like because your time fluctuation in your memories is different than real life. So that's a very obvious statement. But what I'm trying to say is that when you turn that into an anime where you got the 30 minutes or 22, 24 minutes, whatever you got to tell these like blocks, then you got to make some concessions, I suppose, in order to move things along so that it doesn't really disrupt the bigger plan, But so in this case, the Act 1 being very aggressive and like very high octane fighting, which is generally not the case in an Act 1. I think that was more from a setup perspective, which is usually what happens in Act 1, right? The setup and the catalyst is that we have to kind of be reminded of both of their power sets from just like a baseline perspective. And then what do we get? We get a bit of a rigmarole there with Neji having the rotation power, right? And then we have to, of course, unlock Naruto's next step. You got to kind of one up, and it gets us to the extra chakra buildup, which was part of his training before the final exam. So that's a very early Act 2, like the journey and the exposition that's going to then pan out. And so we get that the late Act 2 for that one would be the beginning of this episode, which would be this is how the pieces come together, right? The Fox chakra recharge, and then of course the Act 3 is the fight. That one's an obvious one, right? It's just that the defeat has to come into place, and the transformation being at the end is for both of these characters, where we have Naruto master the clone jutsu, and that became the winning blow, and that's a 60 episode callback, my god. And then we got, of course, the Neji, maybe the bird out of the cage symbolism was a bit of that transformation the narrative for his character arc, and that's a pretty damn good closure for Neji. So if I were to speculate on what happens with Neji after this, well, I'm not sure much more. Like we might have, like, because he's been reset, like as his character arc's been reset the same way as Rock Lee's character arc has been reset, right? Him standing up at the end, like, and that comment being about this is just Will keeping him, like getting him to stand up, but he's actually not there anymore. He's already unconscious, but his willpower is greater than his consciousness and like wants him to keep going. And that was the end of the Rock Lee arc, and then we'll see what happens with that, right? Him in the hospital and kind of getting out and training, but failing while training. That's a very much an Act 1 setup for Rock Lee's character. Talking about this at the end here because I feel like a lot of stuff has to come together now because we're in the Act 3 of this major arc, right? And so are these other characters going to come back into play a little bit in order to set up the next major arc? I mean, I don't know. I feel like it would be it might be a mistake to do that because we still have to just close things off with the characters that are on the field from a tournament perspective. And the Gaara piece, for me, feels like it's going to be the thing that maybe derails everything, and we'll see what happens from that. So it's just a summary of things to bring things together so I can kind of, if people like are jumping in, especially because of how I've been recording these, like a lot of very piecemeal over the years, but if people are trying to get a recap, it's a recap for me as well as a recap for you of where I'm thinking about all of these things. Because yeah, fun exercise to do with such a long series, and it's very good writing because it reveals a lot about, expert handling of storytelling in non-overt way, right? In a very subtle way, because they see these things for so long that it's really fulfilling to see this kind of stuff play out. I'm very curious to see how this escalates from here. I'll catch you there. Don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire, everybody. Peace.